As you guys can see, I'm true to my word. I stopped drinking. Well, maybe for 5-10 minutes, but
Right after those cans were empty, you stopped drinking.
Wait. What cans? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I don't know.
So today, Troy, what are we talking about?
Let's talk about what do local Orange County, Newport Beach people do, right? I mean, we've looked at our demographics on
Sure.
YouTube. We've got a lot of subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. And a lot of folks are not in Orange County. They're in California. They're in other parts of the country. So when they come here, if I were going to somewhere like Fort Lauderdale or something, okay, what do the locals do when they're there? Because you don't want to go to the touristy places necessarily, right?
No.
So let's talk about what you would do, what I would do here in Newport, Costa Mesa, Orange County.
Well, everybody that comes down to this thing, once again, they think we all live next to Disneyland, right? And
Which is unfortunate.
Yes, which we do, but
Yeah.
we don't go there for sure. It's interesting, but that's what most people come down and they hit the Disneyland and Knoxbury Farm. But you come to Newport Beach, our neck of the woods, and you rent yourself a little electric boat. You hit all the little bars on the water, and you have a great time all day on the water. That's just one little thing to do.
Yeah.
But you get all sorts of little islands and things to investigate, and there's so much going on. You can take the ferry across.
You know what I could do? I could give these non-locals a real big tip right off the bat. When you're driving to Newport Beach, you're typically coming from the 91, 405, something down to the 55, right? Once you hit that 55, you're backed up for about 10 miles.
At least.
This weekend, this past Super Bowl weekend, I live in Upper Back Bay, so sometimes I will go that way, and I could look down off the overpass and see the traffic backed up for
Oh,
those
wait a
many
minute.
miles.
You're giving away the king's secrets here.
I am. So get off early. Don't go that way. Go take the 73 Irvine Avenue. You'll have much less traffic. You get down to the beach a lot quicker.
Way faster.
Yep.
I mean, you can sit in that 55 for hours.
Long time.
Yeah. Especially on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Going
Absolutely.
both ways.
Going both ways, yeah.
Coming and going. So what's your favorite thing to do down here?
Well, you pretty much already mentioned it. Newport Harbor is one of the, if not the largest private yacht harbor on the west coast of the United States.
Yeah.
And it's right here, right? There's 9,000 boats, pleasure craft in that harbor. And you don't have to have a big yacht to enjoy it, right? That's always fun, especially if it's your friend who owns it as opposed to yourself, right?
Exactly. Well, we're not considered a big boat harbor, though.
No, you'll find some come in there, but pleasure craft, let's call it.
Right. I
No,
mean, we got our friend from L.A. that comes in and brings his boat, but there's nowhere to dock it. He has to bring his own can and put it right out in the middle of the...
But by and large, the harbor has a lot of access to the public if you're not a boat owner. We talked about Duffy boats a little bit earlier, right? Duffy is a brand name, but we're talking about the little electric boats. You can usually put, 4 to 10 people typically on a Duffy boat.
Yeah.
You can bring your own booze, you bring your own food, bring your own, drink and smoke of choice, and you can cruise around the harbor. It's like, for 2 hours, it's something like $300. For 4 hours, it's like $550. Which spread that over 10 people, that's not bad. And
No.
you can just cruise and cruise and cruise. You can't leave the bay, right? You can't go out into the ocean with those. It's too dramatic of waves and stuff. But
They're not made for that.
it's super, super cool, right?
I got to tell you, the other secret is, he was saying go Irvine Avenue. I would say park up in Costa Mesa where it's free parking and walk down or Uber down.
That's a good point too. Yeah.
Because you're going to be hitting all the cool bars, which Newport Beach has got some of the best restaurants and bars, period, in California.
Yeah.
So when you come down here, you got to be prepared for that.
Yeah. And I kind of call it the same thing with being on the water, right? I call it anyway, dock and drink.
Right.
Right. There's so many bars. Let's see, you got Woody's, you got the Cannery, you've got, what are some others you can, Billy's. There's a ton of them. You can just take that little Duffy you rented, pull up on a dock, a public dock that they have, or access dock, I should say, for that bar, and they'll bring food down to the boat. Or you just get off the boat and come on up and join the fun. It's a ton of fun.
There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Hey, but I did want to say a couple things. I want to thank a few of you guys out there, some of you subscribers, and some of you guys have made some comments. One guy that we happen to know, Chad Rattan. And Chad, I know you were in the hospital there for a while. I'm glad you're out. 10 days hanging out in the hospital is no fun. Hopefully you had good-looking nurses.
Chad's almost always coming. He's a great subscriber.
He's always commenting.
Yeah.
And Larry Harris, dude, yeah, I do the crab, and I hope your side is healed now because you were laughing so damn hard. But we really just want to thank a few of you guys. I know Peter Dobson, Brandy's not here today, but I'm sure she'll thank you next time. You know, it's just the way it goes. But Newport Beach, guys, is the place to come down, enjoy yourself. The dive bars for me, and we do a thing called the Dive Fan Association here. They're one of our sponsors. But they got bars like Blackie's, Cassidy's, Class of 47, the Saloon. It goes on and on and on. And the Beach Ball. And they're just fun places to hit. And they've got a lot of nostalgia. And it's where the locals go. Instead of just going that, you know, you don't want to go somewhere and go where the touristy places tell you.
I was going to say, don't name them.
Yeah.
We could name a good 10 of them. It's like, oh, everybody knows about that place. Or franchised ones. It's like, that's not the local spot. In fact, you go to, like you said, Blackie's or whatever. It's like, you know, there's a lot of nostalgia and stuff in your studio here, right? But you go in there and it's like all this old surf stuff and like a shark head and some teeth. It's just very cool. You know?
It is. The other guy I wanted to thank was Richard Vandercleer. You know, you went with the Stripe Boys like I did, but they only won by 3, and some of us, I don't gamble, of course, but got 4.5 points, so we're doing okay.
You called them what, the Little Stripe Boys?
Yeah, Little Stripe Boys.
Yeah. By the way, my Rams won.
Yes, your Rams
I was right
win.
about that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Although I said by 14 and it was only 3. But
and I'm surprised they didn't burn L.A., you know. They've still got a chance.
We'll take the W.
Yeah. But, hey, it wasn't that bad. At least the fans didn't tear the hell out of the city like they did with the basketball championship.
Yeah, there was a few issues downtown, but that's
Not
always
bad.
the case. Not bad, right? There's only one shooting. Only one person got shot, as far as I know.
That's a win.
That's a big W again.
That's a win again, yeah.
You know, speaking of sports, that's another great thing about Orange County, right? We had the baseball right here in Anaheim.
Right.
You go up and watch Anaheim Angels, which is a different name for, you know, we got to call them that, I guess.
Yeah, well, they're still the Anaheim Angels to me. So,
yeah, it's me too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But, you know, this is such a big sporting area.
Yeah, you get the hockey, right? You got our Ducks are right here.
We
right
have
next
2 of
door.
everything.
Yeah.
That's how greedy we are.
Well, you know, I think here's why we have this spot, right? We're an hour and a half north of San Diego. We're an hour and a half south of downtown LA. We're an hour and a half from Big Bear and Arrowhead, Lake Arrowhead. So it's like, and the ocean's like 2 miles this way.
Yeah.
How do you go wrong?
Oh, by the way, Speed Racer Jeff, get vaccinated. He was only sick for 4 days, but get vaccinated, my friend.
There you go.
No, but guys, next time you're in Newport Beach, one thing that's really cool, and we're going to have to put this on down here somewhere, but it's Martha@LidoLive.com. If you want to come and be in the studio or be on the show, look us up. We'll hook you up. See you next time on Happening Now.